In the 1820s, facing regional insecurity and famine, the young Basotho leader, Moshoeshoe, settled in the mountain fortress of Tababusilu. This strategic move protected his people, cattle, and crops, and attracted followers from across southern Africa. These diverse people were the ancestors of what became the modern nation of Lesotho.
King Moshoeshoe's wisdom in part derived from his teacher, the great Basotho philosopher Mohlomi. As a young man, during his initiation, Mohlomi had a dream. The roof of the hut he was in opened, and a giant eagle took him above the clouds. Here, he met his ancestors who said, "There is too much violence, and we want you to go back and teach the people a new way of living, of tolerance and forgiveness."
The most valuable legacy of King Moshoeshoe's diplomacy and wisdom is the fact that we have a country that is our own.
The fact that we have been able to survive for 200 years is a very great achievement for him and also for us as his people.
Lesotho phate ya Moshoeshoe, phate ya bilwe ka ditho tsa kgomo ya lekaba, ka ya ma ho yona ka tadimanaha.
In the 1820s, Moshoeshoe's strategies and leadership resulted in prosperity and security for his people. However, this prosperity was short-lived. By the 1830s, Boer settlers were encroaching on his land, and to address this, he sought strategic advice. In 1833, 3 French missionaries from the Paris Missionary Society arrived in the Cape Province. King Moshoeshoe heard of their presence from a Griqua hunter, Adam Krotz, and sent him to welcome them to his kingdom, where the missionaries soon aligned their fate with that of the Basotho.
He was bringing the missionaries here to help him because there was a new world now of the white people, and he wanted to make sure that his nation would survive. He was building, and the missionaries were able to help him to do that. That's why we say in Sesotho, Barudi wa Moshoeshoe, missionaries of Moshoeshoe.
People volunteered to go and meet the missionaries, which in other words means they had already accepted them even before they came into the country. And they did escort them to Tababusilu and put them before the king.
It's extremely moving for us, knowing that there was these 3 very young French Protestant missionaries, Eugène Casalis and then Gosselin and Narbousset, who came to Basotho land. King Moshoeshoe had the intuition that these foreigners could help him to build a strategy in order to protect the kingdom.
The French missionaries arrived during a turbulent time when the kingdom was facing rivalrous neighbors and Boer expansion. The mission the king assigned them was political, with the aim of defending the Basotho people. Eugene Casalis became a diplomat advisor to the king, providing him with strategic ideas to ensure the protection of his kingdom. To face the Boer forays, he notably advised him to seek an alliance with the British, which led to a successful treaty between the Basotho and them in 1843 that recognized the extent of Moshoeshoe's sovereignty.
Eugene Casalis specifically was a lieutenant. Beyond being a pastor, he was one of Moshoeshoe's right-hand men. And his advice obviously stood Moshoeshoe in good stead, and we benefited a lot from their advice.
After returning to France in 1850, Casalis continued his diplomatic efforts with Moshoeshoe, assisting Lesotho in becoming a British protectorate in 1868, which secured the nation's autonomy and sovereignty.
Small as it is, surrounded as it is, Lesotho owes its existence to Moshoeshoe's strategic decisions of founding it and also of seeking protection when we were about to be overrun. What Moshoeshoe has achieved is that we have a nation today, a sovereign, independent state of Lesotho.
I'm in the 6th generation from our great-great-great-grandfather who came to Morija with the first missionaries in 1833. It is not all families in Lesotho who had the opportunity to play the role that my family played.
Schools were built, churches were built, education became more widespread. So that is a legacy that we can attribute to the first missionaries.
Moshoeshoe was very much ahead of his time.
He was a servant leader. First of all, he was a servant of his people.
I'm very proud that we had that type of leader, and I'm part of the nation that he founded. We are the children of Moshoeshoe.
Going forward, we can borrow from those values and those principles that Morija Museum and his people and colleagues at that time instilled in his nation as he built it up.
The principles of inclusiveness. Never say to anybody who is not like you, you are not like me. You say, we all human beings, we all are Basotho, and we are proud to be Basotho.
Lesotho phate ya Moshoeshoe, phate ya bilwe ka ditho tsa kgomo ya lekaba, ka ema ho yona ka tadimanaha, o ka kgelekgetha ka ditereke tsa yona bophara, ke bua ka ditereke bo thabatseka mokgotlong dihalahala, bothapothe le leribela mmamosale molapo batho ba o buswa ke mosadi. Wa tswa ka hlaba sa berea ho ya Maseru, wa ntlo fetela ha le feta mafeteng, bura kgaoletsa o kena ka hukunya bana ba mohale o ya qatsha seneke, nka lebala jwang se ba batswa sa Morena Moshoeshoe quthi, athe ho yona o behetswe moeletsi ya moholo mohlomi, ratidi mathata matsetsela, shoma la kutlo mabona ka seipone, mono wa hare a keteka bura, le modi magolo a mabedi wa hakadi le beolana the setjhaba sa Basotho, ke tshwaena wa ho beola tobitsa ka mona hen Moshoeshoe, motshwaredi wa madimo thesele, ho ja ba jele pete putsa pudu.
Motho wa ho binela tjhaka pina tsa makodikothwana bana ba lehola, motho wa ho botsa tjhaka he la ho bela jwang o kwetlile marumo e ka o tloa o hlaba batho, e tswe se se ya maeba se le metsutso sa shebiso.